Hello everyone, I'm Hesterry, and this is episode 5 of my shipbuilding tutorial. So today I'm continuing designing the interior of this ship, and I think I'm going to focus entirely on getting all the components in here. Yeah, so there's some things to rework, and I want to condense the component layout a little bit. There is a lot of unnecessary space still left over that I don't think I will need. So, I also have to do conveyors, which I should have done quite a number of episodes ago. But I'm lazy, and I forget things, so let's start there. Let's do a couple of things first. What other components do I need? Oh. Generators. Alright. So I'm just going to lay out some conveyors to start. Start with some easy things. Oops. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So, one thing I was thinking about, I don't believe I need this many jump drives. I was thinking of moving them over here, maybe? What else could I put over here? Oh, I do need more hydrogen, actually. Yeah, let's start with that. Let's toss down some hydrogen. Actually, first of all, I think I'm gonna delete... Nah, we'll deal with that later. Okay, let's lay down some hydrogen. And I was just thinking I could tuck oxygen into here. How would I want to do that? Generator tank? I need tanks. Yeah. Tank. Generator, and then another tank there perhaps? Or maybe I should just have more generators. That's 4 tanks. I mean, for such a tiny bridge, I don't think I need more than that. I do need more generators, though, because they're going to be powering the hydrogen. So, let's do some of this. And do I want more? 8 generators is quite a lot. 1, 2... Yeah, let's do some more. Why not? I mean, it doesn't really hurt anything. Certainly not going to be power starved with this ship, with how many reactors I have. So we'll do that. Oh, these need to be moved. Also, yeah, no, let's start. Oh crap, now everything's misaligned. Huh. Okay, let's fix this really quickly. Derp. So when you're laying out conveyors, or anything with conveyors on them, it's usually good to try and keep things... to make redundant connections with things. So if one connection gets broken, you have a backup. No big deal. Did I screw this up again? Probably. 1, 2... I absolutely screwed this up again. Alright. There we go. Okay, so then I can put that there, and that there, and then I can have some... Let's put this here so it doesn't break off. Alright. Then I could put some normal conveyors right here. Yeah? Yeah. Like that. Perfect. That's all conveyored up. Oh, and bonus, I can fit through there. So now there's a maintenance access right here, simply because there's all this extra space in the hitbox of these reactors. So now I don't have to have like a dedicated shaft or anything. And I'm using all this space pretty optimally. Should tighten up these reactors too, among other things. I don't need that there. Why is that there? Okay. What else do I need to do real quick? Oh, I'm going to... Crap. I also need to think about how I'm going to be naming everything. And it's much easier to name stuff as you place it down. And everything I just did is super counterintuitive to that. So, first of all, that is the bow, port, starboard. Up here is dorsal, down there is ventral. This is aft. So, let's... Oh god. This is painful to think about. Actually, there's no reason to break that. Actually, that should be conveyors anyway. So that I can have conveyor vents in here. And I'm going to be OCD a little bit. That work? Yes. Alright. So, gosh, naming all of this crap is going to be a pain. Actually, I could do it pretty easily with antenna after the fact. And that is probably what I'm going to do. Yeah? Yeah, we'll deal with that later. Alright, let's get back to business. Stop fiddling with meaningless things for the moment. So, 8 reactors actually probably is not going to be enough, so let's up that a bit. Should be like that. And these jump drives, I wish they had conveyors. They don't really need to, I can just run conveyors along. Actually, I can't. I have to run them along the sides. Crap. I could... Well, yeah, I can rotate these. I don't need conveyors over here. What should I do? Maybe... Oh, maybe I should just have the hydrogen here? Did I just remove? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's have the hydrogen there, and then the jump drives here, maybe? What could I put over here, then? Gosh, I don't even know how much power these jump drives can output. Does it say? Max jump distance. Oh, because it's a station. And I'm definitely not converting it to a ship yet. I mean, jump drives are pretty powerful. I doubt I'd need more than 4. But let's see if there's anywhere else I could tuck them in, just in case. I could put them up here. That's an idea. I could put them here too. Actually, why not have them like right here? Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Oops. Okay. That's still 4 drives, should be more than enough. And I just opened up a little more space. And I set up an easier conveyor network. I think I might even add more reactors. No? Nah. What should I do with all this space now? Is there anything I'm missing? I know I need antennas. Or an antenna at least. And of course lots of gyros. But I have plenty of room for all of that. I don't want any refineries or anything. I can't think of anything else I should put there. I could just trim the hull down a bit. That would be fine. A little bit, maybe. How much space do I have right now? 7. Maybe more hydrogen. Why not? Does it benefit me? How many tanks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's really poor way to count. So 4, 8, 12. 12 tanks. That means I can power up to 12 large hydrogen thrusters at once. Why not just add a little more? Then I could have... Man, maybe I could run the whole thing off hydrogen. No, definitely not. But I think for now, a little extra hydrogen can't hurt. Alright, so where should I put those antennas? Let's do this. So I can run gyros along here. And I could even add gyros up here too. They're pretty durable. So even if they took some hits, they'd probably be fine. If I recall correctly, they're actually almost as strong as heavy armor. And they don't deform. So putting them in a somewhat vulnerable place isn't a big deal. Oh, gosh. And then I have all this space here where I could put even more gyros. Maybe this is where I'll put the antenna. Oh, that's perfect. Well, let's do that. Do I have an antenna on any of my bars already? No. Okay. Let us put... This is the top, right? Yeah, okay. Let's put... Oh god. One there. And... Ah! What am I doing? There we go. One antenna there. That's reasonably well protected. And on the other side, I could put... I have no idea. Whatever. It doesn't need to be perfectly mirrored, since I'm not using a gravity drive for propulsion anyway. What else? I guess we could lay down some gyros. Let's do that. So I decided to speed up a few parts of this video, this being one of them. It was all really boring to watch since I'm mostly just placing down lots of components, but I'll go over some of the important parts now. As I said, I'm placing down 2 layers of gyros in these gaps here, which are in between the gravity generators around the torpedo bays and my reactors and some hydrogen tanks. I'm placing these gyros without mirroring because I want to make sure they're all oriented similarly. By doing this, I can make very easy use of the gyro override controls with my programmable blocks down the line. I'm also adding the gyros to groups as I go, based on their location within the ship. This way, I can very easily rename them later on using a renaming script, and have them all labeled differently based on their location. As I've mentioned before, this makes it very easy to figure out where a specific component is if it needs repairs. Also, if you want to know what script I'll be using to do this, I've included a link in the description below. Alright. That was something. But I now have, almost 150 gyros all tucked in right here. Should definitely not be enough. So I'll probably add more. But for now, that's a pretty decent start. What else can I tweak? I could start laying out these rocket launchers. Yeah, Or the gravity. Oh, I also need gravity shielding. That is something I have not considered putting in, but need to. Actually, the gravity shielding could go right here, or even up here. That's fine too. Let's actually do something else. I need to work out where I'm going to be putting all of these turrets that I want to add. And I think here? How long is this? 8. God, I can't do that math in my head. So we could have 1 turret there. Oh, why don't I just do this with conveyors? Alright. That won't break anything, right? No. Okay. So we'd have 2 space. That. And that. Yeah. And then we could have point defense higher up. Yes? Yes. I honestly have no idea how good interior turrets work as point defense for fighting off missiles. I hear they're pretty terrible at it right now, but hopefully that'll be fixed in the future. So, we'll add some in the hopes that they improve. So these will all be interior turrets. These will be a mix of Gatling and missile turrets. I may even add more. Well, oh, what I should consider is moving them up. Crap. No, this is fine. And then we can do the same thing here. Yes. Yes. Let's do this. Like so. Oops. Oh, crap. Alright. Good. I'm going to skip ahead here in a second, but in this part of the video, I'm basically doing the same thing with rocket launchers that I did with the gyroscopes. One thing I did mention when I originally recorded this was that I almost never inlay my weapons into armor. By this, I mean having a ring of armor that extends outward 1 or more layers from the end of the barrel of a weapon. I generally don't do this because I find I often end up shooting my own ship while turning and firing. Alrighty. It's already starting to look more like a ship. Other than that, it's completely unarmored. For the most part. But as soon as we slap on thrusters, it will be flyable at this point. What else do we need? Or can we do? Or should we do? We could do turrets. Or we could call it a day. I have been recording for quite a while. Nah, let's do a little more. Let's do some of this gravity stuff. Or at least figure out where we're going to put the spherical gravity generators. I was thinking right here, but I might want them... No, let's not do that. Let's work that out later. I lied. Let's do some of this gravity. This is the last section I decided to cut out, which almost runs up to the end of this episode. In this section, I'm placing down some linear gravity generators for the torpedo launching mechanism. While sorting these into groups, I'm making a note in the group name of how the gravity generators are oriented. This way, I can easily identify which gravity generators I would want to use when launching a specific torpedo. Alrighty. All the gravity is placed, other than, again, the gravity shielding, which I will do in a future episode. But I do think that's it for now. Nothing too terribly interesting, but nonetheless important. And we're actually getting quite close to finishing. At least, mechanically anyway. Almost all the internals are placed, so once I work out the last of the conveyors and finish up putting in what's left, it's pretty much done. I mean, I need to throw in these torpedoes and again work at conveyors and maybe find a use for all this space up here if possible. And then it's filling in the armor and adding on thrusters, stuff like that. And then of course setting up all of these timers and programmable blocks. But we are getting quite close to finishing here. And again, I very much look forward to seeing how this ship turns out when it's done. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching.